how to get a better dating life and find the right one. Today I'm going to talk about an extremely important principle, which is called openness. Fernanda and I are here in the south of France. We were here for a business event. And there's lots of super interesting people wandering around. And some people got more out of this mastermind than others. The ones who got the most out of this were the ones who approached other people, who were mingling, who asked questions, who had a degree of open-mindedness, who had a degree of openness emotionally and spiritually, if you will. How often does it happen that we just go about our business, our job, we go to the gym, we go back home, we don't really want to talk to people because we're not in social flow. We just want to get the stuff done that wants to get done because if you're a man who has any type of discipline, you pride yourself on getting stuff done. But then we kind of get into this rut of not really recognizing the opportunities that life presents us in terms of meeting women, in terms of meeting interesting men for your business, career advancement. Let me tell you a story. I have a client of mine, without going into too much detail, who works for a very, very, very big company. And he started the program around 6 to 8 weeks ago. And in his work, and there's a lot of very, very intelligent people at his workplace, and it's a very big company. You would know, but I can't name it right now. And they have the opportunity to put up an idea to get it patented, and then it gets used within the workplace. Now, he'd never done it up until that point, even though he's worked there for many years, because he always thought, there are so many intelligent people here, 30, 40, 50 people putting up their ideas every month or whatever it is. How high is the probability that they're actually going to choose mine? How valuable could my idea be? Well, then after the program, after just 4 weeks in it, 4 weeks in it, he got such a boost of confidence already. He gets such a degree of openness towards new ideas and possibilities that he submitted his idea. It was chosen in a massive company. They're now using it. He got a promotion based largely upon that. Massive one. That would not have happened if he wouldn't have done this step, if he wouldn't have taken the step to put himself out there, if he wouldn't have generated an idea of openness towards new ideas, as well as a degree of renewed sense of confidence in his own ideas, in his spoken word, and what he has to bring to the table. It would have been extremely easy to do, but also extremely easy not to do. Or rather, it was extremely easy to do because he has a level of competence, because he already brings that degree of value to the table within that marketplace. But it would have been very easy not to do. How many opportunities in your life that you did take, how many of them could you have easily passed up on, and then you would have missed some of the greatest relationships, some of the best business opportunities, or just experiences with friends? It is extremely important that you start creating social momentum in your life. If you want to find the right girlfriend or wife, yes, you're going to use dating apps. Yes, you're going to use Instagram. Yes, you're going to start doing dedicated approaches. But there will also be opportunities presenting themselves to you if you put yourself out there and if you shift internally. Yes, there's the technical element of doing the right thing, learning the skill set, but also just shifting emotionally and saying, I will open myself to the opportunities that will present themselves to me. And it starts with having small talk with the barista in Starbucks, with the Uber driver. If you can come from a place of wanting to just add positivity to the situation, not needing to extract any value out of it, but simply adding a little bit of positivity, adding a little bit of value, adding a little bit of small talk, giving a compliment here and there, you will be surprised by, one, the opportunities that will present themselves to you, and second, how much more at home you will feel in the world. Because that's my mission for you. What I want for you is to feel at home in the world. But you can only feel at home in the world if you connect to people. It is extremely impossible to feel anchored and grounded in this world and just welcome and safe if you don't have your tribe around you. Now, Andrew Huberman talks about this. Yes, we need depth. One relationship with one woman, quality male friendships that go deep. I talk about this all the time. But superficial relationships, they also matter. They also play a really big role. Just short little interactions, they have shown to greatly impact happiness. So the more you can open yourself, and it starts with a decision saying, I will, yes, keep going about my business. I'll keep growing that. I'll keep investing. I'll keep running my medical practices. I'm going to keep doing my job. I'm going to keep going to CrossFit, yoga, jiu-jitsu, all of that. But I will also open myself to life. Because Brandon Burchard says this amazingly. At the end of our life, we're going to ask ourselves three questions. Did I live? Did I love? Did I matter? And the live component is not to be underestimated. This whole channel is around love, if you will. But I also want you to live. And the way you live is by opening yourself to these experiences. And it's directly correlated to your dating success. Because yes, sometimes you're going to go, okay, I'm going to go out Friday, Saturday to bars, not drinking if you want. You're going to go meet women. If you don't want to go to bars, you can just do approaches during the day. You can use dating apps. You can use Instagram. You're going to have that dedicated time. But you will be surprised how life is going to start presenting experiences, opportunities to you if you open yourself. Because you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. Now, what you are is not thought about in this context in terms of your infinite spiritual worth, your dignity as a human being, because that's not a practical concept. Yeah, sometimes we have to remind ourselves of that to love people and to wish beings well. But in a practical sense, who you are is what you do consistently. Who you are is what you do consistently. So what you do on a consistent basis, what you put out is what you will attract. So if you put out positivity and warmth and kindness, that's why we're extremely good at attracting clients. Yes, they get the money. Yes, they get the success, all of that. So it's very easy for me to help them, one, because they can afford the coaching and it's very expensive. But that's not just that. That's not all we're looking for. We have plenty of people who come to us and they want to join the program and they have the money that we reject because it's not the sneaker, a Turnschuh, as we would say in German, a sneaker that we sell and off you go. But there's actually a coaching relationship that happens. We are looking for men who are kind and warm and good-hearted. Because what you learn, the skill set of dating, of communicating your personality authentically and effectively, creating attraction, that is a superpower. You can use that superpower in a very bad way to manipulate women. I'm not interested in that. I want to help you, yes, have an epic dating life for a short period of time to then choose the right person from. So we are very much looking for kindness, but I think we're very good at that because that's what we put out. If that's the message that you put out in your communication, in your vibe, in your energy, with your intent, Wayne Dyer gave an amazing presentation many years ago on the power of intention. If that's what you radiate out, that's what you will attract. So my invitation for you is to look at your life and ask yourself, where can I infuse my life strategically with points of positive social interactions? Yeah, and maybe if you don't go food shopping, maybe you just get the food delivered, go and do some food shopping. Go to a different gym. Just try it out. Go to a different spa. Talk to people. Because guess what? It's extremely difficult to do an amazing approach if you haven't had any interactions at all for the last 3 hours, 4 hours. If you haven't said a single word, but if you're already in flow, if you're talking more and more and you're connecting to people, you will find it so much easier to do an amazing approach to perform well on the date with her if you're already in flow. There's macro momentum, which is created over months, but there's also micro momentum, which is created over within the day. Micro momentum within the day that has to be recreated every single day. You can feel amazing one day, the next day you wake up, you're tired, I don't really feel the same drive that I had the day before. Yeah, you need to create that momentum every single day. Now, I might say, no, but I'm an introvert. Well, what does it even mean? The only scientifically documented difference between introverts and extroverts is the fact that introverts get more dopamine from social interactions than extroverts. You get more in a shorter period of time. You're satiated quicker. You need less, but you still need it. Everybody still needs social contact. And by the way, being introverted has nothing to do with a lack of communication skills or a lack of confidence. These two are not related whatsoever. You can still cherish the time that you have by yourself in front of the computer, in front of a book, doing whatever it is you want to do in your alone time. But guess what? Your happiness depends on the quality of the interactions you have with human beings. So go out there, connect to the world, shift to a sense of openness. If you want us to help you with that personally, click the link below and apply for a free initial consultation. Wish you all the best. Take care.